Hi, it's Ricky Mushful Times here once again. We're here at the Trilogy of Dead of Winterfest that's running 30th and 31st of January. Absolutely stellar performances from every band that have been on the bill so far. They've just knocked out of the park, the two Kennys. Absolutely brilliant, and the festival's definitely going to be growing from strength to strength. But while I was here, I noticed some of the old guard in the crowd, so I thought there's absolutely no way that I can't just leave without asking them a couple of things and seeing what these guys are up to, especially since I saw them in the audio about 3 months ago or something like that ago.
Yeah.
So you had a couple of wee accidents in that gig, did you know?
Certainly did, yes.
It was funny. It was funny.
You waited 30 years to come for your comeback gig, and then everything went wrong.
It went wrong, yes. Got amplifier blew up and then broke a string.
Yeah. The guitar on the stage, Davey. It's in the car.
Second guitar was in the car.
But it was good. It was good. It was great. It was fantastic to actually
Get back on
to play
stage
back
again.
to play the songs again that we hadn't played since 97.
We've had a couple of rehearsals in Edinburgh now and again, but nothing solid like what we've been doing just now.
Solid. But it's been great to play all the old songs again.
And it kind of feels like the time was kind of right to start doing it again.
Yeah, definitely. Because by the time we had finished in 97, the scene wasn't really.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't around anymore. People weren't interested, or
That's
we
right.
ended up having to go to the cash sign and take money out to
pay
for the PA, to pay for the
sound.
sound.
It was the big one. Was having to take out, £50 every time we played live, just to help pay for the PA system, so.
So it's good to see everybody all back and all the old bands, some of the old bands and some of the new guys,
the new ones
coming
on.
It's been great.
So who was the one that came up with the idea, let's bring Engulfed back?
I have been for about, must be about 20 years, Davey?
So you took 20 years of convincing?
At least.
I had like a grindcore project that I'd done now and again. Nothing live, it was just purely just done in the bedroom with a friend, and I don't know, there were like peaks and troughs of stuff had come back. I had kind of sort of like wasn't really listening to a lot of metal stuff around about sort of like definitely the late 90s.
Yeah.
I think for me, it was when Exhume's Slaughter Cult came out, that and Pig Destroyer, Prowler in the Yard, that really got my interest sort of coming back again. And then we've had rehearsals on and off, and then we just decided
over the years we've done the
2021 we decided to kind of sort of let's try and get the
But do you know what's great is like Kwando heard a rumour that you guys were reforming, and as soon as Kwando heard that, he was like, he's full on with you guys, so I wouldn't be surprised if you guys are going to play next year. Who knows what's in the pipeline for you guys.
There might be a surprise, maybe, possibly,
just watch the amps and bring two guitars with you next time. But so since the gig at the audio then, have you been rehearsing more often? Have you been creating more new material? Are you thinking about doing an EP? Are you thinking about going the whole hog and doing an album? What are you thinking of doing?
What we felt was that we had 2 demos basically out in the 1990s, and we done 2 instrumental tracks about sort of 96, early 97, and we kind of wanted to get the timings correct on those, because we felt it was a wee bit too flabby, and just kind of sort of too loose for some of the rehearsals. And when we got wind that there was an imminent gig that was going to be coming up for the Dead of Autumn, we thought, shit, we're going to have to pull everything out to try and
do your vocals again, Davey.
And do the vocals. That's something I'd never done, was growled into a microphone for a long time, and I found it difficult to get the ear pressure coming out my lungs, and of course I'm a smoker as well.
How was it afterwards then?
I felt actually
was your voice like that for a wee while?
Very croaky and low. But no, it was actually okay. It recovered okay, and the playing as well was sometimes a lot of elderly guitarists start to get like sore wrists, when they're doing the high speed stuff, but it seemed okay. But
what's just great. I mean, there's so many bands that are started out in the 90s, then they had a break, and then they've come back. You look at Malediction, you look at Austerum that play today as well, and the same has happened to you guys. But all you need to do is just get music out there, and get people hearing Engulfed again and playing the odd show.
And
I
think it's good, as well. I
kept
think.
the masters of all the recordings, but what I felt was around about the sort of 2008, 2009 time, I was starting to find there was a lot of underground demos were starting to appear on YouTube, which was great for for promotional purposes. But what just internally, I kind of felt that like maybe a lot of these bands hadn't been approached and been asked if they would like their their music, and a lot of people. Well, you can't find. It's very difficult to find an Extremis Flight of the Soul Hungry demo on.
Wow,
on,
what a name drop you just gave there.
I've got it on cassette at the
I've got it as well. As Simon Pringle's a fucking insane.
And the same with the Inversus demo from '93 as well. I've got
Inversus, Jesus Christ.
A lot of bands for around about that time. Even Death Agony as well from Glasgow. That was I got a row off of them because my bus that I was travelling to Battle Shields was 2.5 hour bus journey, and I couldn't get off work quick enough, and then I was ever so slightly late. And where the fuck's the guitarist from fucking Engulfed about? So we've been sort of basically getting the older material tighter, and we've been having a lot of blether that we kind of feel that the first demo has a lot of kind of thrash influences about it, and it's ever so slightly weaker than the second demo that we done, because when we were sending demos out to like Bill's magazine fanzine called Pulverizer at the time, and Anatomia, he then named it Anatomia, and there was Greg, rest in peace Greg, that came from Ayrshire, and he had his zine as well, and
Gregory Whelan.
The Crypt fanzine that he had, because that's what Kelv called this place originally, was the Crypt. Way back in the day, and the reviews we got for the first demo was great effort, guys, but it's
practice.
That's
when it was, mate. Honestly,
and a lot of bolt thrower influence as well.
We hadn't really played. When we went into the studio and did the first album, it was just a live take. So we went in. I had somebody. I've actually got a video of somebody actually standing beside me to hand me sticks in case I dropped them, and that's no word to lie. We didn't really know how to record. We didn't really know what we were really doing at the time because we were quite new to it. I think when we did the second demo, it was like more a kick in the ass of what we really wanted to do.
We felt we had to pull our finger out and actually make a difference.
To make a different, a really different. We were all quite influenced by the old school thrash stuff, like Nuclear Assault and things like that. I love Nuclear Assault.
It was a transition. You listened to thrash, and then when death metal came,
you just went on with it. So I think because we did that, I don't think it's definitely not as strong as the second demo. So as David said, we might have some plans for
I've been kind of working on sort of tightening things up and maybe cutting a wee bit of the kind of sort of excess kind of things that are off it. We used to. I was very, very influenced by Unanimated at the time that we done the gig in Nice and Sleazy's. It's up on YouTube. It's the really old one for there, and there was a lot of
with Kelvin.
Absolutely. There was a lot of
he was in a band.
Acoustic passages that were quite rife in a lot of those recordings, and the first At the Gates album as well, The Red in the Skies. It had bits and bobs, and and there was spoken vocal things appeared in Age of Sanity, the Purgatory Afterglow album as well. And we thought we would mix it all into a huge big pot and then see what we came out with. I've been working on tightening those kind of sort of bits up, so it's trimming some sort of fat off, off the sides.
Never mind that, just get new stuff done.
Never
mind going over the old material, get new stuff done.
That is what my kind of fear was. That my riffs weren't going to be as vicious as what they were when I was 19 years old. Because some guitarists, when they get older, they get more into blues kind of sort of type of stuff, and then it's going to
so this one will be a
more
blues.
rock and roll. No, I do not want rock and roll in it like at all.
No,
like
you saw Sterham when he said, I wrote this in 1990 when I was 15 years old, and it was probably the best song. It was the most catchiest song and the best riff
it had a bit
that he wrote.
beat about
Yeah,
it as well,
absolutely,
yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah.
So, but I'm interested to see what you guys do next, and when you do have something, you know exactly where it's going to be played. You're going to get fucking played anyway. So you're going to come on. We're going to have an old school night. We'll have a couple of beers. You cannot say cunt. Oh. But yeah, let's get it sorted. Absolute pleasure talking to you guys, and I know it won't be for the last time.
Yeah.
All right. Cheers, guys. Thanks.
Thank you very much.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Cheers, man.
Yeah,
all right.
okay.